On October 1st, 2019, Victoria Police held a flag-raising ceremony in Box Hill, a suburb of Melbourne, outside their station. Only it wasn't the Australian flag, or the national crest, or even the Victorian flag they raised. It was the flag of the Chinese Communist Party, and they did so on the 70th anniversary of Chinese Communist Party rule. In effect, endorsing the most murderous and oppressive political party in human history, as well as the peaceful invasion of our lands by foreigners. Victoria Police claim it was to show solidarity with the local community and even defended themselves, claiming they had done this for the previous 5 years, as though that makes it somehow better. 3 days later, Army veteran and Australian patriot Tom Sewell, along with a handful of fellow patriots, stood outside the police station to protest this gross betrayal of the Australian people and our ancestors. This is what Sewell had to say.
Anderson, Bennett, Blake, Chapman, Cook, Davey, Ellingworth, Griffiths, Hall, Jones, Kilpatrick, Lawson, Mills, Nelson. These are the names, some of the men that died, that came from Box Hill. Their memorial is not 1 kilometre from this building. As you can see, Box Hill Police Station. Yesterday, the pink pigs inside this building, serving their yellow masters from this suburb, raised the Chinese Communist flag above our own, on our soil, on our land. They do so and continue to do so. They build their buildings and their skyscrapers over us. They buy up our property. They colonize us softly. And we stand there and do nothing. 100,000 people at the MCG. 100,000 people caring about football while their country is slowly conquered. And there's no resistance. Nothing. And we're sick of it. The time will come where justice will be brought to these cowards and traitors in these buildings, these bureaucrats that rule over us, that destroy our nation and sell us out. I talk to old people all the time. I work with old guys in their 60s still slaving away on work sites. And they tell me they've worked their whole lives for this country. And for what? So their children can be minorities in the suburbs that they built. The suburbs they built with their bare hands. And their children are minorities. And the politicians and the academics, they parade it around and they celebrate it. They celebrate us being outnumbered in our suburbs. They call it diversity and multiculturalism. And it's a good thing that there's less of us. Our destruction is in their interest. It's a good thing. They raise the flag of a foreign regime on our soil, where our men fought and died for, in Co.Ag and the Somme. And for what? So these cowards and these bureaucrats and the chief and the commanders of this unit can appraise these coward politicians that sit in the building opposite here and in Canberra and in the CBD. What did our men fight and die for? For these people that sit here with fucking smirks on their face. They think it's a joke. They think any resistance to what's happening in this country is a joke. They call us extreme. Extreme for what? Wanting to live in a country that our forefathers fought for and built. They tore mountains down and carved stone out of them and built this city. And for what? For it to be sold piece by piece to these foreign aliens who conquer our lands with a smile on their face. The people in this suburb, the Chinese here, are not the only problem. They're not the only ones doing it. They're just taking advantage of the situation. They call us Guaylo. That means white man, but it's a slur. It means stupid white man. And we must be absolutely stupid to be giving our country away to these people, to be forming ourselves as a minority in the lands that our ancestors built. How much longer must this go on for? How much longer will it take before our people wake up and realize? How many men in the future will stand with us when times get tough and we're a minority because of these cowards and what they've done? Australia is worth fighting for. Our ancestors believed that. The men not 1 kilometre from here, whose names are the same names as the men that I served with in the army. The same names of the men in this police station. The same names of the men that we went to high school with and that we worked for at job sites. It's the same names because they're our kin. They're our kith. They fought to the death. And for nothing if we don't win. Australia is worth fighting for. Australia is worth dying for. Australia marches on. Those men whose names, and there's brothers, 2 or 3 at a time, and their names are down at the memorial not 1 kilometre from here. They didn't get to have kids. They didn't get to have a family. They didn't get to have a career.